Some wounds are too deep for words, but the silence they leave behind speaks volumes. Not every tear is visible, and not every smile means happiness. Sometimes the person who seems strongest is quietly falling apart inside. When the world breaks you, it's only God who holds you together. Smiles can be masks. Never assume someone is okay just because they look fine. Every soul carries a hidden battle. Be kind, always. The ones who are most silent often have the loudest storms inside. Pain teaches us what peace truly means. A broken heart doesn't always cry. Sometimes it just becomes silent forever. Real strength is smiling while your heart is crying. Some people laugh loudly because they fear their own silence. Not everyone who leaves you hates you. Some just cannot bear to stay and see you hurt. God sometimes takes everything from you to show you He is enough. The deeper the wound, the quieter the soul becomes. Time doesn't heal everything, but it teaches you how to live with the pain. Some prayers are said without words, just through tears. A soft heart in a cruel world is not a weakness, it's a rare strength. The strongest people are those who never stop helping others, even when they need help themselves. Sometimes the silence of your pain is louder than the screams of a crowd. Even when you feel invisible, God sees every tear and hears every prayer. You may be forgotten by people, but you're always remembered by God. Those who walk away from you during hard times never truly belonged with you. You only realize your true worth when the world tries to break you. The most beautiful souls are shaped by the darkest trials. Let your scars remind you of what you survived, not what you lost. Pain is a language only God truly understands. When you can't explain your pain, explain it to God. He already knows. Every night you cried alone, God counted every tear. Sometimes God delays your blessings so your strength can grow first. A heart that still loves after being broken is truly rare. You never know how much strength you have until being strong is your only choice. The silence after a heartbreak is louder than any scream. It's when everything is taken from you, only then you learn who you really are. Behind every quiet soul is a storm that made them silent. Your smile hides more pain than your words can express. Sometimes, peace is found not in answers, but in surrender. A person doesn't become strong by chance, but by surviving storms no one saw. No one notices your pain until it becomes too late to care. Some prayers are cried, not spoken. The more you trust God, the less you need to understand everything. Healing is not about forgetting. It's about finding peace with what happened. Some nights, you just have to cry, and that's okay. The heart breaks silently, but it heals in God's light. Your pain is real, but so is your strength. God sees what people ignore, your silent efforts, your hidden tears. You grow the most when life hurts the hardest. Real healing begins when you stop pretending to be okay. No one knows how many times you've saved yourself with silent prayers. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself. Life teaches through pain what joy cannot explain. If your heart is still kind after all the pain you've already won, don't let a bitter world make you bitter. You don't always have to be strong. Just be honest with God. Tears are words. The heart cannot speak. Not every lesson comes with closure, but every trial brings growth.
What breaks you also builds you.
Even shattered souls can shine. That's how light enters. If you still choose love after heartbreak, you're brave beyond measure. True peace is not the absence of storms, but the presence of God in them. It's okay to cry. Even the sky weeps to grow flowers. Sometimes your story is saving someone else silently. Your value doesn't decrease just because someone else couldn't see it. When you feel abandoned by people, remember, God never leaves. Some people will never understand your silence because they never heard your cries. You survived what was meant to break you. That's your power. The quietest people have the deepest stories. When you feel like nothing is left, that's when faith begins. People leave, but God stays. Sometimes you grow through what you thought would destroy you. Kindness is a reflection of inner strength, not weakness. The heart speaks best in silence. Even when no one claps for you, keep going. Your worth isn't measured by noise. God doesn't always change the situation. Sometimes He changes you through it. You don't have to prove your pain to anyone. Just survive it. Sometimes your tears water the seeds of your future strength. The soul speaks through silence. Listen carefully. Being alone in pain doesn't mean you unloved. It means God wants your full attention. The darker the night, the more precious the light. God knows how much you cry when no one's watching. Let your pain teach you, not define you. Some wounds become windows to light. Healing doesn't always look like happiness. Sometimes it's just breathing without breaking. Courage is crying and praying at the same time. Even when your heart is tired, don't stop being kind. The world may not notice your struggle, but heaven does. You are not weak for needing time to heal. What feels like the end may be a divine redirection. Don't fear being broken. Some of the most beautiful things are made from pieces. Silence is not empty. It's full of emotions too deep for words. Pain humbles the heart and awakens the soul. Sometimes, all you can do is whisper, "God, help me," and that's enough. Every heartbreak is a chapter, not the whole story. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. The deeper the pain, the stronger the prayer. Sometimes the only light in your darkness is the faith you refuse to let go of. People will forget what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. There is beauty even in broken things, especially broken hearts. You are not defined by your worst moments. Healing isn't linear. Some days are for crying, and that's okay. The heart heals, slowly but surely. If your heart is still soft, you're still alive in the best way. When all you have is faith, you realize it's all you ever needed. Some storms don't come to destroy you, they come to clear your path. You're allowed to feel, to break, to rest, and to rise again. No one can take away the strength you've built from your pain. Trust in the timing of your healing. Your tears are not weakness. They are courage in liquid form. You deserve the love you keep giving to everyone else. God never wastes a hurt. He will use it to build something better. Be proud of yourself. You survived nights that felt endless. Every scar has a story, and you lived through it. Let your past be a lesson, not a life sentence. Even when you feel empty, your soul still holds light. You're stronger than your silence. Pain reveals who really cares. Your worth isn't measured by others' ability to see it. You were never too much. You were just too real for the wrong people. Some souls are just born deep. They feel everything. God's plan is greater than your pain. Healing means letting go of what could have been. You don't owe anyone your story. Only your survival matters. Tears don't mean weakness. They mean you're still fighting. Be the reason someone believes in goodness again. Sometimes the right words don't come, but the heart still understands. When the world doesn't understand your pain, God does. Rest if you must, but don't quit. Hope whispers even in the loudest storm. You are not alone, even when you feel it most. For daily motivation, subscribe now and be part of the AK English Quotes family.